On this Monday, I'm Josh Spreiter. Right now, students at UW-Madison are joining the nationwide protests over the war in Gaza. Both Palestinian supporters and pro-Israeli activists have been demonstrating on campuses all across the country. News 3 Now's Catherine Merck is live on the UW-Madison campus where this protest is happening today. Catherine?
Josh, that's right. I'm on UW campus right now where many students have gathered to protest some of what's happening in the conflict in Gaza. They're specifically calling for a divestment from Israel. I'm joined here by one student who's a member of the Students for Justice in Palestine, Dalia Saba. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So I wanted to ask you some of your motivations for being here. Why are you and other students here today?
So we've seen over 6 months of an ongoing genocide now that Israel is perpetuating against the Palestinians in Gaza. And we have seen that follow, decades of injustice against the Palestinian people. So we are out here today to demand that UW-Madison end its silence on this issue, and more importantly, end its complicity in the ongoing violence. So we demand that UW-Madison divest its holdings in the UW Foundation from companies complicit in the Israeli occupation and genocide.
It's been about 3 hours now of being out here on Library Mall calling for some of what you're talking about to change. What do you think about the show out of some of the students here and how many people have gathered?
I think it's an incredibly strong statement that we have so many members of the UW-Madison community, both students and faculty and staff, out here to show that we demand this, that our university be accountable to us. This is something that we care deeply about, something we've been fighting about for months and have not yet heard meaningful responses from the university. And so this is us showing up to say we are serious about divestment, about this university ending its complicity in the violence that's going on, and that we demand that the university take us seriously.
So the university has said that there could be consequences for some of the protesters who violate some of their protocols. There are tents that are out here, and other universities have ran into trouble with some of that for camping out all day, continuing to call for change. What do you have to say about that if something comes up later today?
I think it's frankly embarrassing and shameful that the university is more worried about tents on a lawn than the genocide being perpetuated against the people of Gaza. Over 30,000 people have been killed, including over 15,000 children, and they are complicit in that by funding the companies that are, providing the weapons and providing the technology. So I think that we need to focus our attention in the violence right now and ending that in as many ways as we can.
What can we expect the rest of the day? There's planned speakers, education that leaders say are going on. What can we see the rest of the day, you think?
Yes, we are planning to have speakers, have teach-ins, to make this a space where people can both learn the truth about what's happening, speak freely in ways that they haven't been able to in other places in campus, but also to mobilize people around this issue and say we are out here to fight for divestment, and we will be out here until the university takes our demand seriously.
Dalia Saba, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be here the rest of the evening. Continue to watch what happens here at Library Mall. Make sure to stick with us. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.